I want to know how you got into voiceover work, and more specifically, voiceover work for this little thing called video games.
Video games.
You have been a voiceover actor in Halo.
Halo 4.
Halo 4, the Assassin's Creed, and
Assassin's Creed Revelations.
and the third I'm blanking
Call
on.
of Duty.
Call of Duty.
And Command and Conquer.
And games that no one has ever heard of before. How did that happen?
And Star Wars, Clone Wars.
Jesus. I mean, are there more? It's amazing.
Yeah, a couple more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so how did that happen? Because generally, when you think of someone wanting to be an actor, you don't think of them,
I came to it late. I mean, in the acting world, kind of like voice work is like the holy grail. It's kind of like. I mean, one of the biggest struggles in acting is making a living. Like you work your butt off to get a job, and it's really hard. And finally, when you finally break in and you start making money, that's great. But for the most part, you're always struggling. Those of us who are really, really, really lucky get into voice at the beginning. And once you get into voice, it's like a cult. It's like a secret society, and they always use the same people. And that little cult always tries to keep everyone else out because that's a really good thing they got going. So I never got into voice work because I couldn't break into the cult. But once I moved to LA, I got a voice agent, and the very first audition they sent me out for was Assassin's Creed. And I didn't even know, because video games are like these top secret NSA projects. You go in, I'm going in for Assassin's Creed, I think it was called the Sahara. And I was auditioning for one of the lead characters called Altair. And he's like the founding father, he's like the Captain Kirk of this franchise. And they called him Habib or something like that. So I didn't even know what I was auditioning for. And just did my thing, had a camera there, microphone, did my thing, found out I got the role. They told me the name, I Googled it, and I went, holy crap. This is a big deal. This is a big game. This is a big role. Started to do my research, but I had to go in and voice it in the day after.
And this is not something most actors think of when they're trying to become an actor and get jobs and get roles.
Not usually, no.
But it's lucrative and I
Yeah, it's
imagine
great.
very satisfying.
I love it because I can do characters that I would never do. In Halo 4, I played a character called Lieutenant Dalton, who is a Irish, thick-necked, military kind of commander who I just don't look that part, It's like an Ed Harris type of a role. And so, but I got to play Lieutenant Dalton, who's in charge of Spartan Ops, just because I could do the voice and I could play the attitude, In Clone Wars, I got to play this duck-billed character called Patine, who was a counselor on an alien world, and he looked a little bit like a cross between Pee Wee Herman and Daffy Duck. So.
I think a lot of our viewers who are gamers are really going to appreciate the fact that you are in so many of the games that they play, and now they can hear your voice.
That I play.
Yeah.
I'm a gamer.
And you game, yeah.
And that was one of the biggest things that was a thrill for me, is because I got to voice the characters that I have fallen in love with. I got to voice the characters in games that I loved.
Do you ever get online while you're playing with other people in other places and just talk smack and and you start doing the voice of your character and just really screw with them?
I'm like, hey man, don't mess with me. I am him.
Yeah. Do you ever do that?
Sometimes, yeah. Why not?
That's awesome.
It's fun.
Well, sir, Cas Anvar, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, man.
I'm Douglas Caballero, and you've been watching Gatekeepers here at Nikki Beach at the Spoke Club in Toronto, Canada.